About the beer, you go into the cheese. This cherry wheat is by far our largest selling beer within a short period of time. It's our summer seasonal. We came out with it 4 years ago. It's a lightly filtered beer. We use Montmorency tart cherries from Citrus Orchards right up here in Door County. We use approximately, we do 30 barrel batches and double that up to 60. We use about 500 pounds of cherries per batch of beer. We'll have produced approximately just over between 500 and 600 barrels of beer for this year. We're just finishing up production, and we can't keep it in stock. People are really going for it. So, like I said, it's lightly filtered. It's a wheat-based beer. Wheat-based beer doesn't mean that 100% or even 50% of the grain bill is wheat. Most beers are made with malted barley. This is about 30% wheat as well. So it's 70% malted barley, 30% wheat. And then we use the cherries after it's all fermented out. We add cherries into a secondary fermentation, it's called. And then it's carbonated, lightly filtered, carbonated, and bottled. Nice thing about the cherry wheat is there again, it's not a huge cherry flavor, but it's there, and it's that tart cherry. So you don't get that real sweet, kind of cloying flavors that a lot of fruit beers have. And that's one of the reasons why we said we need to use the Door County cherry.
Yeah, that's, I think a lot of people's initial reaction when they see something like a cherry beer is that it's kind of a gimmick thing because of the Door County cherry thing. But there's a great heritage in fruit, especially tart fruit-based beers, once again in Belgium, and lambic beers. This isn't a lambic. It's definitely its own thing, but there is precedence there for it to be a great component in a beer. And I think, once again, when you taste this, especially with this particular cheese, this is the Dante that I was speaking about. And on your plate, this will be, you got a little longer, firmer piece. Not the one that looks a little softer, that has a little bloated, but the other one that's on your plate. All sheep's milk, so once again, that higher butter fat made a little firmer style. It's going to have a real rich savoriness to it. And it's, once again, you talk about the contrast, that crispness of that Montmorency cherry, that acidic, citrusy edge, really cleanses your palate and it highlights that flavor to me.
What is the cheese again?
It's called Dante, D-A-N-T-E. It comes from the Wisconsin Dairy Sheep Cooperative, which is a group of Wisconsin dairy sheep farmers. The cheese was actually developed by Bob Wills, a master cheesemaker at Cedar Grove Dairy in Plain, Wisconsin. And then the cheese gets aged at a cool little place called Little Bear Affinage, which does especially a place that does nothing but aged cheese in their caves. So it's kind of a cool cooperative cheese. It's a beautiful cheese. It's a great seller in our stores, and is one of my favorites, again, with beer.